right, Anderson, welcome back. You got drafted by the Colorado Rapids there. So what brought you back to UCF for one last ride?
It was very exciting, seeing my name pop up in the screen, getting drafted. It's the dream when you come to college. You want to get drafted, you want to get that to the next level. But I feel like we left some unfinished business last year. Even though we got number one ranked, uh, we didn't get to all goals, which was winning titles, and that was the way I arrived here. My freshman year, we won the conference. It was a different conference, but we won the conference. We won the tournament of the conference as well. Got to Sweet 16. So I feel like I still owe UCF a little bit more. I still have more to give to the school.
Tell me a little bit, what have you worked on your game, and how did getting drafted, did it inspire you to work on some things, aspects of your game to be a better player this year?
Yeah, when you get to college, I was a freshman here, and then I had a lot to learn from the older players and stuff. So you get the experience from the other players, what I bring from my high school, and when I just show around. When you get drafted, obviously 4 years later, you have learned already, but you still have more to give. I feel like I've been always a great attacking and offensive weapon for the team, but I think defensive I have worked a lot on myself, and I've been more and more giving to the team as the years have gone.
How have you seen this team respond since the way last season ended the way it did?
Very well, very well. The first 24 hours are always the most difficult ones. Everyone said we lost to Vermont in the tournaments, but then we have to bounce back. There's no time to be like crying and thinking about the past. We had a new season now, a new chance to prove ourselves, to prove to the conference, to prove to the country what we can do.
You mentioned very unselfish attitude of feeling like you owe UCF more. When you look at your teammates, do you feel like that's a common thread? Do you feel like other guys feel that same way about wanting to give more to this program?
Yes, for sure. When I see the team, I think just for seeing that everybody comes to Summer B, which is not something that every school does. Coming back earlier, a month earlier than everybody else in training. I think it shows a lot of the character of the team, where everybody's expecting from the others and for ourselves as well to give to the school and to achieve the highest possible levels in the school.
Speaking of the defense, the fellow, we talked last year often about your back line and all the shutouts and the great defense pride that you took in it. Tell me about some of the faces there you're getting used to, going to be playing with you alongside there and trying to protect one, help 1v out and goal.
Yes, as coach said, we have the same back line from last year. If they want to, the coaches want to. We also have new guys which are able to bring a lot to the table, to the team. But we train, we do our parts, and then let the coaches solve it. I know it's a great headache for the coaches to be able to have 8, 9 players who can all do the same job, and at the end of the day, everybody wants to defend UCF the best way possible.
Who among these new faces that you found in the back line that you could see, taking a step up and having a really good year this year?
I think that's a tricky question because everybody is able and wants to show a lot, but I think maybe the guys who have already experience in college, such as Alex Smith, who just came from Georgia Southern, is a player who can show a lot, but also some players were injured last year, so they also want to show a lot, Like Jonas got injured in the middle of the season, Arne as well. They didn't get to play as many games as they wanted to. So it's a question that I think everybody wants to show the best way they can.
Coach talked about your growth in the last 4 years. How have you seen him grow as a person?
I think every time I talk about Scott, it's a guy that it's not only a coach, but he's also a dad for the whole team. When we talk about this team being a family, he's the big person in there. Brings everybody together. Sometimes he has to be the coach and complain and talk more serious, but at the same time he brings us together in the down moments. After the Vermont, everybody was sad. He brings us together, does activities so we can make everybody comfortable. When you go here, that's one of the reasons I came back. Scott's being here, the coaches, That not only Scott but the whole staff. It's a great family for us.
What do you feel when coming off of last year being the first UCF team to reach the #1 ranking, and coming into this year where a majority of your opponents made the NCAA tournament this year?
Yeah, I think the #1 ranking is just a number. The #1 in the screen, the ESPN screen, doesn't play at the end of the day. We are the one playing, and then when we went to Clemson, we beat them. We're not ranked. And then at the end of the year, we are #1, but we didn't win the tournaments. So the numbers don't really play. We need to get there. It's 11v11, and everybody has the ability to win games.
You talked about coming back. How special is it that Luka also came back, and you two, have grown together throughout this run?
Yeah, me and Luka have been together for 6 years now. Not only here, but also in high school, we've been together. It's a great dude. It's exciting. It's a dude that we always push each other because I know what he's capable of. He knows what I'm capable of. And we also know each other on the field. I know exactly where he wants the ball. He knows how I like to play, so it helps each other a lot. At the same time, outside of the field, I'm pushing him. I know after training, I'm like, Luka, you can do better than this. The same to me. So me and Luka, it's a great partnership on and off the field and through life.
Considering, the Brazilian community that resides here in Orlando, what has it been like to play here over these last years with yourself and your fellow countrymen in Luka?
It's amazing. It's very good. When you're away from home, you're always homesick and stuff, feeling like you miss that part of your culture. But when you see that you have a roommates, I think in my case, that is Luka, teammates, the Brazilian partnership, and also in Orlando, you have a lot of Brazilians here. Some Brazilians come to the game, and after the game, they stick around and talk to us. So it's very good to feel that we're not alone in here.
What is the difference between 2023 Anderson Rosa versus 2024 Anderson Rosa?
I would say more hunger. I always want to win, Last year I wanted to win, this year I want to win even more than last year. I know myself, I know what I can give to the school, to this program, and I know we can do even better.
Brazil women or U.S. on Saturday. It's Marta's last international game.
You know what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen. Brazil's gonna win the gold.
Well, what would you say is the biggest thing that this team needs to do between now and kickoff of the first match against Mercer?
I think not focus a lot about Mercer right now. Our first game is Saturday against FAU away in a preseason match. That's our first game. That's our 100% focus. We focus on Mercer when we get there. Step by step. That's how we got #1 ranked last year. That's how we achieved things last year, and that's not gonna be different this year. Step by step. FAU first, then Stetson, and then we go to Mercer.
All good?
Thanks.
Thank you, Anderson.
Yep.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.